Hello and welcome to another showcase video here at the Grüne Horde. It's me, Hahnc, and I want to show off my new Plant for terrain. What you see here is my Plant for city. It's about 1.20 m by 2.16 m, of course. Germany, we're not calculating in inches. I built it myself, completely. Went to a laser cutter, got it cut. All these houses that you can see here, painted it myself with brush and airbrush. You can see some models inside here and some of the cooler buildings here, the two towers. In the last weeks they all got color. The first pictures were available basically half a year back, with all in MDF colored. It's cut from MDF, and in the last weeks I sprayed on the roads, the signature on the ground here, the helipads. Every building got color, and then I did all the greens here, just grass on the buildings. One of this I tried like this. Yeah, it was not the best idea. In the ruins it works, it's okay, but you scratch the surface with your models, and yeah, after doing one I decided not to do it with the rest here. It looks nice, but basically a waste of effort. It's okay like it is, I think. You see some models inside here. These are my Archons that you already know, the Leviathan, basically the biggest model, and he's still smaller than some of the houses here. Can hide behind them. We need to think about what we do rules wise, how many levels we need to hide the Leviathans when we place all of them inside the terrain, basically. Yeah, the mediums can pass through a corner, so they pass through here. They can't pass through this. When you place them close together, they won't stick through. The smaller ones, the smalls on 3 centimeters, will be able to pass through this. And this is exactly how we measured it, and then did the drawings, got it cut, so that the small ones can pass through all roads, all these small sidewalks, and the bigger ones need at least the corners, and the big ones of course can basically pass on the roads or here on a free space, a flat space where they can move. On the other side I've placed some of my directorates inside already, that you can get a feeling for it size wise. As I said, all the models are cut out of MDF, and you basically have two choices on the layout. What I did as a drawing, on the ground floor this one just has straight doors, and the second one has some kind of columns here, and the doors are set a little bit deeper. The second floor is basically always the same, depending on size of course, and this floor would also fit onto the second building, 3x2, the big one. Now of course it has a different color. Then every building has different kind of roofs, and this roof reduces a 3 wide building to 2 wide, and then the last one here to just 1, the small one, and then you could choose which kind of roof you place there. But now of course I've colored them this way so they will stay like they are, and I could have done higher buildings, but this was the height that is sufficient. I wanted the white one here, the 2 towers, as highest one, as main focus, and that's exactly what they are. They are 1 level higher than everything else, with the exception of this one, but this one doesn't have the high tips. We use them as objectives, and you can take off the levels and place the infantry inside. I didn't paint the inside, it's a little bit too much work, since you will normally see them like they are here. And even on the ruined ones you can take off the top, and you could enter more flat levels in here and put the ruin on top, basically. Same here, this one is a ruined top which goes on top of a standard building, and you could easily integrate one more floor into this one. Okay. Yeah. Nice to have you watching this. We will show it with other models, most likely in a battle report in the near future. And yeah, I hope it's interesting for you. It's for sure interesting for us. It changes the style of battle again. Yeah, you don't have that far and good shooting positions, so you have to move. Gets a little bit more tactical. Sometimes you would really have to decide to move a more shooty squadron through one of these roads. This one, for example, the Archons will do flat out move here and then in the next round have something to attack. Especially since at this moment in time we haven't played really big games on this yet. We have to try that still. We only played about 3,000 points, which focuses on the middle of the table, but we allowed us to use all of it, so you could really flank somebody. If the game gets bigger, I see some problems there, that everything is full, that there will always be somebody waiting and shooting for you. Also, Overwatch makes much more sense in this one here. Place somebody in Overwatch looking down one of these roads. You basically lock down this corridor for the opponent, if you place a big enough squadron, of course, there to be dangerous. Yeah, we will see how it works out in our games. And yeah, please let me know what you think of the terrain. It was a lot of fun to build it. I'll expand it a little bit more. I need some parks, that's missing. A little bit more green, at least on the floor, not on the side walls of the buildings. And I'm also planning to expand the river. I want it to be able to cross the length of the table. It's not possible yet, so I will do a little bit more river tiles. And maybe a small sector that more looks like industry. This is all buildings, blocks, office buildings or habitation blocks in the city center, and some factories or outskirts, parks would be nice and will be added in future. See you, bye bye.